Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the second quarter of 2024. So this will cover April, May, and June. The animal spirit that's coming out to represent this time for you is the frog. Beautiful, beautiful spirit. Very weird little critters. I love them so much. Okay, this is going to be a fun time for you. I don't know why I'm seeing entertainment. I'm seeing laughter. I'm seeing going out. I am seeing playful silliness, okay? I don't know why I'm also seeing travel for a lot of you to destinations where you're going to be outside a lot. So I'm seeing beaches, I'm seeing rainforests, I'm seeing mountains, things like that. And I feel also, while this is happening, a lot of you are becoming more sensitive to the spirit realm, okay? You may be having more paranormal activity or communication with your spirit guides. It doesn't feel scary though. It feels very enlightened. Okay, so some of you may be doing some sort of deep, deep, deep spiritual ritual during this quarter, such as literally going to a spiritual retreat or doing some sort of healing medicine ceremony or just facilitating something for yourself that's going to be really life-changing. I'm seeing breath work. Some of you may be going to like a breath work event. I don't know. There's something happening. It doesn't even have to be planned like that. It doesn't have to be structured like that because sometimes spiritual things happen to us when we're not even trying. Okay, so we'll see what that is for you. We have the new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. What a beautiful message. First off, the new moon in general represents fresh new beginnings for you. I think when Cancer season begins during this quarter, so towards the end of June, a lot of beautiful things will start taking off in your life. And I feel a great deal of love in your life. So by the end of this quarter, you're gonna feel like your heart is sort of overflowing with love here. Some of you guys who are watching, you're really, really concerned about a loved one. This could be a loved one who's going through some sort of health issue. This could even be like a pet that's going through some sort of health issue. And no matter what happens, it's all happening for higher purpose. And I want to say like your loved ones are doing better off emotionally than you realize, okay? So you may be so worried, like, oh my gosh, like they're sick and they're alone and they're so lonely. No, they're not. All right, they may be sick. They may be whatever, but they're not lonely. They're not suffering. They're fine. All right, so stop carrying this weird guilt of, making the people around you happy. It's not your job to make people happy, period. So I also feel like they're doing so much better than you realize. This is funny. The example that Spirit gave me, I know someone who hadn't seen their grandmother for many, many years, like 5 years or something. And they finally saw each other. And the whole time he was like, oh my gosh, she's probably so alone and struggling. She's super old. She's, almost 90, blah, 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 blah. I'm such a bad grandson, whatever. And then we finally met her and saw her and she's like, oh, I've been traveling. Like I've been going to all these different countries, all these different places. My calendar's full. We're like, oh my gosh, we need to spend more time with you. And she's like, well, I'm booked up for like the next 3 months. So, get in line. And it was just like the funniest thing ever because in his mind, she's just like this lonely, depressed, elderly woman. And then she's out here living a life that is so much more fun than our life. And we're like, holy crap, like you're dancing, you're traveling, like you're doing all the things that we want to do. And here we thought that you were suffering. So Spirit is saying, you're sitting here worrying about people that you love, when in reality you should be worrying about yourself because the things that you're so worried, the struggles that you're so worried about other people going through are the ones that you may be actually going through. So look in the mirror. All right. Anyways, we have the middle world coming out in reverse as your overall spiritual theme and lesson during this quarter. So let's read about it. A lot of the cards that are coming out for you, other than the new moon in Cancer, have come out for other signs as well. The middle world is the realm of the day-to-day reality and the playground of the living. It is the present moment where everything is happening, yet the middle world is created by the future, not only the past, and it is a mirror of the invisible realms. When things are right in the middle world, heaven and earth support everything. When they are not right, heaven and earth must be brought into order as well. So having this card come out in reverse, this is what it looks like upright, is giving you some sort of healing, wisdom, and medicine advice for you to change during the second quarter. Do not try to correct on the earth what needs to be corrected in the heavens. The resources to support the change or endeavor that you are considering are not readily available to you yet. So it's important to ask for help from the invisible realms, from helpers in the upper world. For now, wait. Okay, guys, this is all coming together. It's all making sense. I understand why the spirit of the frog came out for you. Guys, this is a time to really connect spiritually. I am seeing a message here. Some of you, if you don't have an altar already, create an altar in your house, okay? Give gifts to your spiritual helpers and friends and spirit guides and ancestors, okay? Because you keep asking them for stuff. What are you giving them in return? You know, this has actually been a message that's been coming out for me recently as well. So I'm here with you guys. I am so here with you. I had the beautiful Sekhmet come through for me so strongly in February, and she's been such a beautiful teacher and friend for me. And she's the one that was like, Laura, you know, you need to start giving back to these guides, and they will work so much more powerfully for you. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And I did start doing that and thanking my spirit guides more often, asking them what they need of me. And I noticed that when I started doing that, a lot more blessings started pouring into my life. So definitely create an altar if you have not already. Giving back to the spirit realms is something that should not be underestimated, I think. And it also just shows our gratitude, not only giving back to the spirit realm, but giving back to the people here in the physical realm that means so much to us. You know, don't wait for your friends to die to give them flowers, okay, and time, and start talking to them. Do that now. Get into that present moment gratitude energy and notice how the universe works for you and with you. Beautiful. Yeah, and when you start doing that, the people and situations and tools that you need will start pouring into your life. All right, we're going to get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Good Tarot. They're all face down. I haven't seen any of them, so let's turn them over one by one and see what's in store for you this quarter. The Hierophant. Beautiful. Some of you are working with a very strong deity or spirit guide. Spirit itself may be acting as your teacher, as your mentor. Some of you I'm seeing, this is going to be a specific message, are these sort of spiritual apprentices. Okay, you may have a shamanic calling to do something very healing for the planet or super creative for the planet. It could be something as simple as passing down stories, knowledge, and wisdom to future generations, or something a little bit more mystical, such as being a medium or doing readings for people or creating beautiful sound healing experiences that transport people to higher realms and planes of existence. You know, I'm also seeing a lot of knowledge and wisdom and teachers in this physical realm will be revealed to you at this time. And this will come through in the form of books, podcasts, videos, literal physical teachers, leaders, healers that will help awaken new energies within you. Also, this is a card of marriage, though. And then we have the King of Earth coming out. Very beautiful, stable. Finances are increasing. Stability is increasing. Some of y'all might be getting married or meeting someone who you will be marrying. I don't know why that's coming through. Or you're contemplating doing some sort of soul-tying ritual with someone you really love and are comfortable with. So even if it's not legal marriage, you may be doing like a hand-binding ceremony or some sort of ceremony to connect your souls in this lifetime and make a promise, a commitment to each other to always find your way back to each other, to always keep in contact as much as you can and work with each other, even if you move far, far away, even if you travel, even if you're separated for whatever reason, you find your way back to each other. You may be making a soul contract with someone during this quarter to tie your souls together, which is very, very beautiful. Yeah, I'm seeing good money too, which is always fun. Health may be a bigger focus for you. Although I'm getting some messages here. Some of you, yeah, definitely. Some of you have been slipping a bit in your health practices. I just got like a vision of some of you slipping back into smoking, okay? Or slipping back into certain habits that you in the past have eradicated. For example, let's just say you quit soda, like you don't drink soda anymore. You may have started drinking soda again. You know what I mean? I am seeing that, and the second quarter is asking you to try again and keep trying again until it's permanent. We have the Hermit, beautiful Virgo energy. Okay, we also have a little bit of Leo energy with the Hierophant. I don't know. I don't really have a strong astrological association for the Hierophant. But anyways, the Hermit's coming out. Beautiful. And I feel with the Hermit, the Hierophant, the Frog, so many of these cards are singing the same song here, showing deeper spirituality, soul contracts being made and fulfilled. I also feel at this time, Leo, that old soul contracts that have been fulfilled are exiting your life. So people who have recently exited your life, you may never hear from them again. I'm being honest, like you may literally never hear from them again because they taught you what they needed to teach you. They spread the light that they needed to spread into your life, or they gave you the trauma that you needed to work through in order to heal something within yourself. Their purpose is served. You may never see those people again. I'm being honest. That's what I'm saying. All right. Independence and caring for yourself as an individual may be increasing. During this quarter, you may be having a bit more alone time to yourself, and it's productive alone time. You are learning a lot. Okay, you are doing the things that you want to do, creating the things you want to create. So that's very beautiful. Second row of cards out, we have the Seven of Water in reverse. Where is this life taking me? What is going to happen here? This is a lot of thinking, a lot of daydreaming, a lot of ideas. But what do I start? What is my purpose in life? I'm seeing that question within your head. What is my purpose in life? What am I meant to be doing? Just get started on something, Stop questioning it. Stop is that even a word? Philosophizing it. Just get started on something that's really cool, so like a hobby, an idea, a project, and see where it takes you. For some of you, I'm actually seeing, that's Luna, that's her tail. Some of you I'm actually seeing, actually not just you, a lot of people in the collective. I just got this message today, downloaded before I started doing these readings. It's like you start working on a project, a business, some sort of idea, and the progress on it is a little bit slow. And then instead of sitting in that frustration of the progress being slow, you find something else to fill your time and distract your mind from thinking, oh my gosh, this is so slow, and get you out of that negative thinking. And that second thing that you begin actually turns out very, very successful. So that story may be cropping up for some of you. We have transformation in reverse. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I feel for so many people in the collective, and this is totally coming through in your reading as well. Man, this new moon eclipse in Aries, it's really speaking volumes. I feel like so many of us are just being guided away from certain people. Time to close the door on long, drawn out projects or people. And it's not even necessarily a firm closing of the door, burning of the bridge. It feels more so like mentally moving on from someone or something. And oh my God, the weirdest vision just came in my head of like the eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. And it's like your eye has been pointed on one person, one thing, like waiting for it to develop, waiting for it to come closer to you, waiting for it to happen. And it's like, man, I'm exerting so much energy just focusing on this person, on this thing. And it's like you're just mentally moving on from an old project, an old idea, an old vision, an old relationship that you were just waiting to take off, waiting to change. Like I said, you didn't enjoy sitting in that energy of waiting and lack and not having. And so I feel like you literally have started something new in the meantime, or you will be starting something new in the meantime, new project, new relationship, new whatever. And that'll actually be like 10 billion times better and quicker moving and more enjoyable, more resonant with you than the original thing or project or person. Does this make sense? Now, for a lot of you, you already started this new thing. For some of you, you'll be starting this new thing. It feels multifaceted though, so this could be multiple things in your life. Like in the past few years, Leo, you could have been in this place where you had like a relationship that was moving slowly, not developing, and then on top of that, like your career was very slow, not getting a lot of money. And then like not suddenly, it took a long time to get to this point. It's like you're just sick of waiting. So you're like, you know what? I'm tired of this person, and waiting for them to commit to me. I'm going to start dating other people, whatever, like just to get my mind off of them and to just see what's out there. And then same thing, like I'm just going to start a little side hustle so I don't have to sit here worrying like when will my career take off? When will I make more money? And you're doing this simultaneously. And the second thing, the thing that you're using to sort of distract yourself from the feeling of lack ends up being very successful. That's the story I'm seeing. I don't know. But you have to be willing to release the past. But here's the thing that makes it complicated. I am not seeing a burning of the bridge. Okay, so it's not like you're completely blocking and cutting that old person out of your life or that old job out of your life. It feels like you're just now focused on that which is giving back to you. And, you might be friends with your exes or old friends, whatever. They may still be in your life and they can reach out whenever they want, but you no longer see a future with them. Your future is mainly shifting and being consumed by these newer, more successful things that are moving with you and for you and much better aligned with you. We have the Page of Fire in reverse. Yes, I keep getting this question of like, will you accept this new path and project being more successful than the thing that you have a strong attachment to? It's like you wanted something to grow and work for you and with you for the longest time. And because of that desire, that ambition, there's a strong attachment you have to that person, that thing, whatever. And it's like, but are you willing and able to admit that perhaps this new thing has a lot more potential and feels way better? That old saying, don't let your boyfriend get in the way of finding your husband, just came through. I guess for some of you, this could be someone who you're waiting to propose to you, waiting to want marriage. And, you could have been dating them for like a whole decade now. All right, don't let your boyfriend get in the way of finding your husband, all right? If you have to be like, listen, I'm moving and you're not coming with me because you're not my husband. I'm more than willing to keep talking to you, to keep whatever, but I'm going to start dating other people because I want to get married. No weird ultimatums forcing anybody to do anything they don't want to do. I almost feel, Leo, that if you wanted to, you could sort of charm and pressure the situation that you're waiting for to work for you. Like, what you could do to make this work, but the results aren't going to be as good when you have to force them to happen. You know what I mean? Like, when you have to buy your way in, it's so much more enjoyable when it's in alignment and it grows naturally and it wants you as much as you want it. So I feel like that's why the Page of Fire is coming out in reverse, because it's like, will you accept this new passionate beginning? Will you see where it goes and how it unfolds? Thank you all for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this quarter ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.